What is this? The technology here, it's unlike anything I've ever seen.
Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are. Now, this video is going to be talking about AskEditor and primarily the concept behind it and how it works and the value it provides to you as a video editor. Now, AskEditor, if we take a 10-foot or 10,000 foot ceiling overview or aerial overview, what it is a video editor that you can interact with. What that means is that we have a actual video editor as it stands, where you can do complex editing as well as zoom in, zoom outs, and you can move it where you would like to go and such. But on top of that, we also have the ability to interact with it. That means we can chat and create videos, and we can generate motion graphics, as you can see here. So for example, we have motion graphics that we created earlier on. And then as you can see, this motion graphics is what we added here. So we're creating our own assets as well as we're creating our own characters just like that. And all this is done within the actual editor itself. So how this looks like is this final video that we have here. Here I took a character version of myself with some kind of variation, and I put him in a scenario of creating an Iron Man suit.
It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
And as you can see,
the suit, it's responding to me.
This specific suit is an attire that you can see some slight glows and everything, and in the background we can see there's also other scientists or so. This is an example of what it is, but that's not the only specific animation style it can do. Earlier on, I was working on these actual animations where it actually one-shotted this whole video, which I can quickly go over, and this is a motivational like video.
Someone secretly judged you? You tell yourself you don't care, but you do, and here's why.
So this video is more about the psychology of how someone may feel judged or so, but in terms of the whole characters are all consistent, explaining how someone may feel.
Humans evolved and brain developed a social if you don't care, but you do, and here's why.
Now have a look at these characters.
Being accepted wasn't optional. It meant survival. If the group rejected you, you were alone. So your brain developed a social alarm system. Any hint of disapproval,
all of this was done through a conversation I had whereby, for example, I wanted to make this script, and I was able to generate these scenes as well as I was able to interact with it to eventually get the final character scenes. As you can see, these are the character references that were created and the model sheet, and with that we're able to create the different story scenes. So what I'm kind of explaining right now, if we take a step back, is that what AskEditor does is a video editor that you can interact with directly to create the videos you want. The whole idea is to empower the video editor to create what they have in their own imagination. And as you can see, I am able to also interact with it further and create more scenes that I would like. For example, I want to have one in the middle of here. So how does this come together? Now, similar to Lovable, or you can think of as a co-pilot or something like that, you just get this screen, just like as we know with all these interactions, where you can pretty much create what you would like, and then it goes ahead and creates a video. Now, as you can see, this turns it into a plan mode initially, and the plan mode is what allows you to interact back and forth until you're happy with the plan in order to execute it. And overall, you will get a video like this. We'll go into more details on different kind of projects and different kind of outputs. But overall, you'll be able to create anime scenes, you'll be able to create cartoon scenes, and right now I'm experimenting with photorealism. There's a whole bunch of features that we'll be going into soon, but the biggest one that I would like to show is that now we're able to create videos from an image. You would see that right now what we've got now is the ability for you to create up to 20-second videos with a single image. And of course, the more you have with the image and the more references, the more accurate the video becomes. So this is a bit of an overall, and I will leave you with the video that I was just working on currently. Now, as you can see, this is one where I just asked for myself to be inside a quote unquote version of the Iron Man suit. Of course, we want to have our own kind of version of it. And what we can do is just add this to the timeline, where I can add this specifically to the timeline. I can also transform it, fill the size, and move it around and such. We can do a bunch of other effects if you wish. For example, you could add a glitch also, if I can find it. Or I could just do the RGB split, which is a standard kind of effect that you may be familiar with. But there's also a bunch of stuff. So the biggest takeaway here is that video editing is likely to have a whole kind of new kind of user interaction, where it's not just only focusing on the timeline to create something, but you can also interact with a editor that understands you, and you can ask it pretty much anything and it edits it. And that's the whole idea behind AskEditor. So you can try this now at AskEditor.com and let me know how you feel about it and what you think, and feedback will be greatly appreciated as we're going into a great stage in terms of the development. My name is Eben and I'm the founder of AskEditor, and I will see you soon. Peace.